Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Battle for Wesnoth campaign, Dead Water. In our last episode, we began Scenario 12, which is the final scenario of the campaign, and it is really an ultimate battle against the undead. We've returned to our homeland of Jotha, and we are basically just trying to eliminate all of the undead commanders. That is our objective here. Defeat all enemy leaders. There's no turn limit, and the only unit we have to keep alive is Kai Krellis. Everybody else is technically expendable. Now, we started off, there was an enemy commander in the center here, Necromancer. We were able to kill him. And then we've got a Death Knight up here, and we also have a Lich in the corner. Now, this Lich has been has been summoning ghosts and related units, which is posing quite a threat to us. We have Krellis here leading a stack of mostly just citizens, initiates, and priestesses. And then up here, again, we have the bulk of our forces with all of our Tier 3 units that are quite powerful. Really, the game plan, I think, going forward here, we've, like I said, eliminated the first commander. We're going to try and push through these bone units here, all these skeletons, and see if we can maybe get to this Death Knight. And in the meantime, we'll see if we can kind of keep these ghosts at bay and maybe make some forward progress with Krellis and his group. And if that does happen, then perhaps if we're lucky up here with killing off the Death Knight, we can then kind of regroup down here and finish off the Lich as the final commander. Of course, that all hinges on this going well up here, and as you can see, the terrain around the Death Knight is not favorable to us at all, so I suspect this is going to be challenging no matter what we do. All right, let's just jump right back in here and see if we can make some good progress. Now, it is our turn. It is currently nighttime. It's second watch. So we are going to be coming up relatively soon on daytime here, but we've still got a little bit of work left to do, and there is a shadow here, which is kind of scary. I think probably the biggest threat is going to be the Chocobones, given their charge, but we do have to be cautious because obviously these Draug can really do a ton of damage, as you can see here. 15 by 4, that's pretty nasty. Never mind how these shadows can just be extremely brutal themselves. So ideally, I'd want maybe a healer over here to try and hit the shadow. But we also want to blast this Chocobone with some magic, I think. Although, you know what? With this Trident attack, we could very much, well, almost certainly get the kill here. And very unlikely to take any retaliatory damage. So I definitely don't mind doing that. So I think we'll try this. Excellent. Okay. Chocobone is now dead. As I said, I think the goal here is going to be to get rid of the shadow if possible. We could try with this priestess, perhaps. What are our odds to kill? Ooh, only 24. Not as ideal. So I'm going to see maybe Refa Mesa? No, she's too far away. All right, Taigea. What if we moved her over, like, maybe here? 65%. That's much better. So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe we go... let's go... Taigea is going to go right here. We'll throw on the light beam. Okay, we didn't get the kill, and that's okay. We could now farm experience with somebody else who could use it. Like maybe this priestess actually wouldn't be bad. I'm just looking who else could use it. Our flame sword user could certainly benefit, but is kind of far away, so probably not going to be a good choice there. I think, yeah, we'll use the priestess here. And we'll use that to get the finish. Excellent. So there's some experience. Again, may end up getting killed, but at least we've fed some good experience to that unit. Now, our Triton that has the Storm Trident, I think would be a good choice to sit right here and really just kind of tank a lot of incoming damage. We're going to hit this Draug for some heavy work in here, I think. So let's do that with the Storm Trident here. Excellent, and we landed both. That's wonderful. That certainly is going to make a big difference for us. Okay, we're going to move Kashan up here, and we'll try with the Fire Breath, see if we can get lucky. Come on, one more. Yeah, there it is. Good kill. That allows us to move our Entangler up and then throw a couple of nets, and if we hit 2 out of the 3, we'll get the kill. Now, what about here? Is that the same? Yeah, it's not really going to change anything. Alternatively, we could step up with our Siren, although our Siren is a little bit damaged, not horrendously so, but enough that it's worth considering. We also have to watch out because this Chocobone up here can really mess up Kashan, who is susceptible to that piercing damage. So we may want to reinforce Kashan's position slightly. I think what we'll probably do here is, yeah, we're going to head over here with Refa Mesa, I think, and go like this. Even though that puts Refa Mesa in a dangerous spot, I still feel like that's actually not a bad move. Alternatively, we could even put our Hunter here, although our Hunter is very close to leveling up, so don't really want to throw our Hunter completely to the wolves. Might be better to kind of keep it in reserve and try to get it to level up a bit. So yeah, maybe we'll just do that. This guy, the warrior, we'll grab some health with, and then we'll go up here. Our bat, I am actually intending to get into the fight here a little bit to help us. Now, I think, again, the goal is going to be just to get the kill on the Draug here. The question is how to do that most effectively and ideally in the safest way possible. I wouldn't mind doing this and then maybe adding one more unit up front here. We do have to be mindful that these units are going to start putting the hurt on us here. The Bone Shooters in particular can really do some pretty nasty damage. So let's go in here and do a water spray. Very good. That's what we wanted, is a good kill there. Now that frees up Pelgana or our Entangler to kind of step up. I might go here with Pelgana, and then I can put our Entangler there. Really, the goal is just to keep everybody moving forward, trying to do as much work as we can. Nice, good kill there. Okay, so now the question becomes, do we maybe just want to go here with Pelgana and then put somebody else on the little bridge? Don't hate that idea. We could do some pretty good damage with our light beam. Would likely take some retaliatory damage, but nothing, you know, insane. It would just be a little bit unpleasant here. We're going to move our brawler up to grab healing from Cylana. Our citizen here, we could just park here as a defensive unit if we needed, which I definitely don't hate that idea. Yeah, I think we'll go like this with Pelgana. A little bit of danger from that Chocobone, though, could come down, so maybe we actually don't do that. Yeah, there's an idea. You know what? Okay, we'll go like this with Pelgana, this with our Entangler, and we're going to do our club attack rather than our ranged attack. Nice. Okay, so that unit is basically on death's door. I think that's a pretty decent outcome. I may actually just park our citizen there just to act again as a bit of a deterrent slash, you know, kind of an easy target. Hopefully the Bone Shooter goes for this, given that it doesn't have a ranged attack. I feel like that will kind of help protect some of these units in here a bit more. We're going to leave Cylana there just to keep healing. I would say that's pretty good. Now down here, we've got some problems. We've got Spectres, and Spectres are dangerous units. We've also got some Wraiths. Ideally, we would like to just blast them with arcane damage from our light beams here, if possible. So, I think what we'll do is we'll go down here and give this one a light beam. Ooh, I was going to say, ideally we dodge some of those hits, but it did not go quite the way I was hoping it would. So what we'll do is we'll go down here and do some water spray. Okay, well, at least we got some damage in there. We've got a citizen, another initiate here. Probably should just move up like this. And really just moving in to reinforce. Now, Krellis, we should get into the fight because his leadership ability is going to be quite powerful here. Why don't we go here? Park Krellis in there, and then now he empowers units around him to do more damage. And we did lose the turn on that initiate, which is fine. We're going to go like this and blast this Wraith. Gain benefits of leadership. Very good. Ooh, nice. And this priestess is about to level up, which is wonderful. We have a village here which we could advance to. Unfortunately, I think Krellis, yeah, his turn is all done, so he can't move anymore. But we can go here with our priestess, do some work to this ghost. Nice. Okay, that is now in, you know, one step from death, which is good. Can we, let me just see. Yeah, we can fall back here, and we could step up a priestess, or we could step up, I think I'm going to step the initiate up and just try to kill this ghost off if I can. Very nice. Okay. Now, I think the question becomes, do we want to try and whittle down this specter or go for this one? I think this one is actually the correct target. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go like this. Although I suppose we could gang up on this one too, but let's just see what we can manage. So first of all, we're going to go like this and give this one some light beams. Very good. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Well, now, you know what? I want to feed the kill to an initiate, maybe. So I'm going to do that. Excellent. Yeah, okay, that's halfway to a level. Now, we can afford to then send in Priestess and Initiate. So Priestess is going to go here to heal this one. We're going to go here and just land some light beams, hopefully. Nice. Okay, we got pretty lucky there, and we did not take any retaliatory damage, which is wonderful. We'll park a citizen up there. I don't really want to attack because of the drain effect. So really, we're relying mostly on ranged damage here. I think we'll go here with our initiate and just try to do a bit more to the Spectre, knowing that we may not get the kill, but at least we will hopefully be close. I'm going to throw the citizen there just to, again, act as a bit of a deterrent. Okay, now we're probably going to take some damage. Hey, at least we got a hit, though. That's really good. This citizen can go here. And this one can go there. Again, just kind of forming up to the best of our ability. Trying to provide some good defense. Like that. There. I think that's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's certainly not bad. And then up here, I'm just double checking. Okay, so Pelgana, the question, do we want to do anything else with her? I feel like the answer is not really. Because she's providing good healing to the Entangler. She's getting healing from Taigea. She does not have a lot of health. So I feel like it's a bit of a risk having her do much else. Boy, it's going to be nice to get Inky into the fight. He's an absolute, well, I guess pun intended, he's a beast, right? He's an absolute monster. And I mean, he is a monster, hence the joke. But you can see he does a ton of damage, impact-based damage with Swarm. And he also can poison, which obviously isn't going to be effective against the undead, but it's very nice to have just, you know, and the amount of health, right, has almost 90 HP. That's incredible. All right, so yeah, question, do we want to do anything? I think we just consolidate because it is nighttime. I don't think we push. I think we just sit back. And, well, when I say sit back, I mean we don't get too greedy and push any more than we already have. Okay, we're going to end it there, and we're going to pray that this doesn't get any uglier than it already is. Yeah, we're worried about this guy getting his health back. Ooh, I did not see that Night Gaunt. That is scary. Oh, boy. Oh, that Spectre. Okay, good thing he's attacking the Citizen. Oh, and look at that. The Shadow just came out of nowhere as well. At least I think. Anyway, it's hard to keep track of them. Bat coming in to harass. That drain is super annoying to deal with. Nice. Okay, we dodged the bone shooter there. Oh, man. That sucks. There, you can see that weakness to pierce damage. Ooh. Man, those bone shooters hit hard. Okay, we might lose Kashan here. Oh, he dodged it. Thank goodness. And again, we can lose people, but you know, if we lose too many, we're not going to be able to push and actually be effective. So we do have to be cognizant of that. Thank goodness it is dawn. So we now at least have a bit of a chance here. Okay, well, we're going to try and level up this priestess. That is a must-do. There's this specter we could try to kill. That would be, I think, a very appropriate thing to try to do. Why don't we go here? Put Krellis right here, actually, I think. Give him that leadership boost, and then we will blast this Night Gaunt. Wonderful. Okay. Now, we want this priestess in where I think this initiate is. I feel like that's probably the right move. So we're just going to move over there. We're going to go like this and go for the kill. Nice. And there's the level up. Maybe a little overkill because that was quite a bit of experience. But, hey, at least we now have a diviner, which is wonderful. That's a big upgrade for us because we have the illuminate factor from it. Speaking of which, we can actually use that right now to get some benefit on this attack. Come on. Land another one. There you go. Okay, and then we do want some of these units down here getting into the mix. This one that has a good chunk of experience would be beneficial to probably get that kill. Excellent. Yep, and there's an almost level up. That's great. Boy, it's so nice having these units kind of so close to leveling up. It really makes a big difference for us there. Okay, now the problem we're running into is we need to get this unit out of the way. There's an oasis up here. We'll just park on there. Okay, so I think what we'll do, yeah, we're going to go right here, get that leadership boost. Excellent, and there's a big kill and a good amount of experience gain as well for that priestess, which is wonderful. All right, well, hey, now we've actually got a bit of an opening here to really advance. We do have to be cautious because this is really disadvantageous terrain. This is forest mostly, whereas previously we were sitting in swamp. So we just have to be careful about how we do this. That being said, I think we are in pretty good shape to start really pushing on this Lich. Hopefully he doesn't have a lot more hidden units in here, but I think with what we've got, we should be able to press pretty aggressively and maybe even take him down. It's going to be hard to do given that he's got such powerful attacks, but I think with just kind of our sheer numbers, we're going to be able to whittle him down bit by bit. Obviously, his drain could really be quite devastating, though. Let me just confirm. I don't think he does drain with his... Oh, thank goodness. I'm having flashbacks to fighting Mal Ravenel in Eastern Invasion where all of his attacks had drain, not just his melee. But thankfully that is not the case here. He was an ancient Lich, I think. This guy's just a regular Lich. Still scary, but not quite as scary. Okay, now up here, ooh, Inky can help out. So let's maybe use Inky to full effect here. We will do that. Come on, Inky. Good job. Oh, you know what? I probably should have just used the warrior to try to get the kill, because he can, he needs experience still, but... You know what? We could do some bat-on-bat violence. Don't mind that. Alright, well... Not quite how I wanted that to go, but, that's fine. Alright, so down here, it's a little nasty with the Spectre and the Shadow, as well as a Night Gaunt. That's a little bit gross. Now, the bone units up here, I think we can hopefully take them down relatively well here. We just have to... Boy, if we could feed a kill to this Hunter, that would be spectacular to do, because then he would level up. Kashan, obviously not in fantastic condition, so it would be... probably desirable to keep him... Sorry, I'm just thinking kind of as I'm... it would be desirable to keep... I lost my train of thought. That's okay. But Kashan, we need to kind of keep out of harm's way a little bit because he's still hurt, so we don't want to throw him out too aggressively. The Bane Bow here, I think probably a good move would be to take our Triton, who's quite a melee-focused guy, and to just charge in and really go for broke on him. So let's see if we can get lucky. Nice, big hit. That's going to make a big difference. Now down here, fighting the ghosts, we want to use mostly magic. So why don't we do that? We can Really, Arcane is going to be probably our biggest weapon. So I'm thinking Taigea here can really let him have it. Oh, yeah. Come on, more. More. Oh, that's annoying. I really wanted that kill. All right, well, we'll go here and get the finish maybe with our Priestess. That might be enough to level up, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Oh, it was! Perfect. Okay, now we've got another Diviner. That's even better. We'll go here, and we will blast the Shadow for everything we've got. Okay, that's great. And then, here, we might as well attack this guy. Boy, it's nice doing that impact damage. It really helps. Here, we can go on down here with our Brawler and let this guy have it. Excellent kill. And, hey, a level up. So that gets our health back and gives us, I think, 3 extra hit points, which is kind of nice. Now here, ooh, golden opportunity. We'd have to hit 2 out of 3. That's still like 50% chance. Let's try it. If we get lucky, we'll level up. Come on, one more. Yeah! And we're going to turn this guy into a net caster because we like the slow effect. All right, so now Night Gaunt probably needs some killing. I think Cylana might be the one equipped to do that. Obviously, Cylana in not amazing condition, but I think we would be able to do that without too much danger. We do want a Diviner still going up with this group, so can't be totally abandoning there on that front. Boy, this fighter is not feeling so hot at the moment. Okay, we want to kill this Bone Shooter. The question is just how do we do it? Kashan could probably let him have it, and that would keep him sort of back and out of danger a little bit more. Let's do it, and hopefully we don't get screwed here. Okay, good. We're good. All right. Now, we want to kill the Banebow. That is a must-do. Our Triton would probably be most effective. Well, I don't know. You know what? This guy can probably do it. Let's just club this guy to death if we can. Yeah, there, that's huge. Okay. Now, thinking we probably want a healer here to heal our Entangler. That would probably be ideal. So let's do a light beam here. Nice, good kill. All right. Triton can go... I'm thinking Triton's probably going to want to fight this guy, so... Yeah, we're going to go Storm Trident. Dang, okay, we did not get the kill. That's annoying. I think we'll go here with our Entangler and just finish this guy off. Very nice. It would be nice to actually get this village, but I don't care enough to send a unit in there to make that happen. I'd rather get kills rather than worry too much about that. So I think we'll go like this, maybe. We'll go right here, and we'll go for the finish with our light beam. Wonderful. Okay. Now, this guy's going to move up here, although, you know, it might be good to help our bat a little bit. I think if we park like this, we can probably just get the kill. Ooh. Yes, okay, we did. We may lose him to this bat, but that's fine. I don't really care at this point. I'm not worried about villages, so I'm going to just advance. Now, down here, Cylana, I think, really needs to help out this group, because we've got a Banebow, we've got a Night Gaunt. Things could get pretty ugly. I was thinking about going up and hitting this Night Gaunt, probably getting the kill, but then we've still got this Banebow. You know what? What are our odds? Oh, only a 24%. Let's do it anyway. If we lose Cylana, it is what it is. Oh, we got trolled there. That's not ideal. So yeah, Cylana's probably going to die. But really, you know, it is what it is. We have to really just think about going for the win. So I'm not worrying about keeping certain units alive at this stage, as sad as that is, because we don't want to lose, like, the story characters, right, if we can avoid it. But, all right, here, we want somebody on that village if we can get them there. Nice, let's do that. And then I think really we're just going to keep on moving. Yeah, we'll go like that. All right, everybody's just advancing here. The best of our ability. It's really a bit of a logjam getting through this unfavorable terrain, however, which is pretty annoying. Definitely kind of bottlenecked. We really have to go down this little bridge area here to get through. Because the woods really is not favorable to our movement. Either that or we go around, which we're sort of doing. Yeah, we'll go up here at least. All right, I think we're pretty solid. Now, up here, biggest problem is going to be Cylana. She is about to level up, so if she did get a kill, it would get her health back. But I feel like what's going to happen is this Night Gaunt is going to just give her the business, and then the Banebow is going to finish her off. But I guess, you know what, maybe I'm counting my chickens before they hatch. So let's end the turn and see what happens here. Ugh, more ghosts. RIP that citizen. Okay, thankfully the Night Gaunt went for my Brawler, which, I mean, that's fine by me. Ooh, and the bat took the village. Yeah, that's annoying. Nice, good damage from my Triton there. Okay. Actually, we're in really good shape now because Cylana healed and didn't get killed, so I'm pretty much not worried at this stage about Cylana anymore. Good opportunity for her to level up as well, and it's now morning, so we really want to push. There is a Chocobone, which is super annoying, but I really hate them. I find them to be just one of my least favorite things to have to deal with. All right, let's go up there and give this Banebow the old what for. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just go up here and smack them around pretty good. Boy, we're getting unlucky, though. There, that's better. All right, now we should be able to get the finish here, I think. Oh, yeah. 2 hits, hopefully. Excellent. Good experience gain. Now, this poor guy is on death's door, so we're going to send him to a village to at least try to recover. And then we'll go down here and see if maybe we can get the kill on this bat with our bat. Nice, and there's a drain kill. That's kind of nice. All right. Kashawn here can step up and do some fire breath. Be ideal to get that kill. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, that gives us a little more flexibility now. We can really finish off this Banebow, hopefully. Now down here, again, we really want to kill this Night Gaunt. That's our biggest threat. And then we want to work on the Bone Shooter. Oh, there's a Banebow as well. Okay. Let's do this. Yes. Yes. Man, getting those brawlers in on the skeleton units is just so satisfying. And the citizen as well. Boy, if he gets that kill, he'd level up like crazy, but nope, no such luck. Ooh, but this netcaster could. Let's do that. And he'll probably, well, it won't level up, but he'll get, yeah, close to it. Now, the Night Gaunt needs to die. I feel like Cylana can probably handle that all by herself. Yeah, I think that would be just fine. Wonderful news. And there she gets the level up and a little bit more max health and full heal from it as well, which is good. Okay, now we need to finish off Banebow up there. So Varys, our new diviner, can go up and put some work in, I think. Very good. Took a lot of damage, but that doesn't really matter at this point. Our Siren can cruise up here and absolutely lay into the Bone Shooter. Alternatively, this Triton could go over. I like the Siren doing it a little bit better, I think. spectacular kill. We're not going to worry about this little guy. We can finish him off. Everybody else up here is going to move up for the main fight with enemy commander, I think. So we want to lead with our best. And again, we want to make sure we leave some healing protection for them, though. We don't want to send them in all alone. So we'll go like that. And then... you know what? The Triton here can just kind of... tempted to just kind of goad him into attacking us, really. That's fine with me. You know what? Let's do it. Even if he doesn't have healing support, I don't really care. Where is he? He's 40%. Okay, so what if he's on the sand? 30. Okay, we want him to fight us over there, so we're going to go like that. And, ooh, we can still heal by doing that. If he attacks Pelgana, it is what it is. Go up like this. Yeah, so he's either going to hit Pelgana, he's going to hit our Triton, or he's going to hit our Entangler. I feel like he'll probably go after Pelgana, but I guess that will... we will see what he does. All right, now, down here, we've got a Wraith that needs to die. That shouldn't be too much of an issue for us, I hope. I think we'll park Krellis right there just to give some leadership boost. Go up and do some light beam. Ooh, I was really hoping that would hit more, man. Wow, that really unpleasantly it did not go the way I wanted it to. That's annoying. All right, everybody else, we just need to get over there as quick as we can. So that is going to be the name of the game here. Just get our units into the fight. Really, that's the most important thing at this stage. Boy, it sucks being on this undesirable terrain. It's just brutal in here. All the forest. All right, now, options to hit this guy. Really, all we've got is the Initiate, which is not going to be enough to get the kill, sadly. Ooh, yeah, that's not great. All right, well... is what it is, I guess. Didn't go the way I wanted it to. We just got really unlucky with our rolls there, I think. Okay, we're good. We're going to end it there. Okay, more ghosts and I think a shadow, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, ooh, another chocobone. That's going to be unpleasant to deal with. Nice, okay. We searched up the coast for miles, and here they are. Oh my god. Wow. That is awful. Look at this. It's necromancers and sorcerers and chocobones galore. Oh my god. Well, you know, the good news is we're almost there, but like now we're going to just get obliterated. I can't even believe that. Look at this. Like, I knew reinforcements were potentially coming, but that is unbelievable. Wow. We might have to throw a few units up here as straight-up sacrifices while we try to kill the Death Knight. I don't really know how else to handle that. I'm just going to ignore that for now because that's so unpleasant. And in the meantime, let's just do this. All right, we will light beam, hopefully get that kill and a level up. Great. Okay, now we just need to push and go for the enemy commander. That is our top priority. Okay, and everyone else, like I said, we're just moving as aggressively as possible. Ignoring the terrain, we're just going for broke. Really, we are fighting against time now that their enemy reinforcements have arrived. You know, it's funny, I was feeling good. I was like, oh man, this is going so well. Like, we're really, you know, we're overpowering them at this stage. Like, you know, this is nothing. But I kind of forgot that that unit had gone off and there might be reinforcements coming. And to be perfectly honest, I did not expect this massive wave of units. I don't think any of them are commanders, though. So, like, we don't actually have to fight this group from what I can see here. Hope I'm not wrong about that. It's like the only other the enemy leaders are the Knight and the Lich, as far as I can tell. I mean, that being said, if we can get them out into the water, it'd be much easier to fight them, right? But anyway, let's ignore that just for the time being. So we really want to focus on getting in there and dealing with the crap that we're going to have to face. So how do we do this properly? Well, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, we go like this. Ooh, that really sucks, though. Our odds to hit are trash. Just pure garbage. Oh, and for some reason we can't get our Triton all the way in there, which is super annoying. Good news is that we can go up here and blast this Chocobone. That would be good. Yeah, we can go like this, give him the business. Alternatively, we go in and we try and kill this little guy, but again, our odds to hit are terrible, so I think I'd rather do this. Yeah, there's a good kill. Oh, nice. And look at that. We can get in there and start going for a slow on the big guy. I mean, ideally, we'd lure the Death Knight out to fight us, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. So I think what I'd rather do... Oh, I shouldn't have... Yeah, I screwed that up. I should have sent this guy in here to fight this guy. Because now what's going to happen, I can send Pelgana in, but she's going to just get murdered on her own. Oh, well. I feel like we have to. Shoot, we didn't get the kill. That's annoying. Yeah, and I don't think anybody else can quite make it. Oh, yes, we can! As much as I do want to get in there and try and slow him, I think it's maybe more important to try to kill that Chocobone. Although, is it, though? You know what? Our Triton can go in there and blast with... Yeah, I like that. We're going to send the Triton in here. Oh, spectacular. Okay. And that frees things up a little bit. Yeah, now we can get both Entanglers in there, which is good. So we'll send one in like this. Well, which one's got more health? Ah, they're about the same. So we'll go in here. We'll throw our net. Come on, land one. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and then we'll go in here like this, and we'll just try to finish the Chocobone if we can. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're going to send our warrior over here. And then we're going to send Inky in like that. Kashan, we just probably want to get out of there, to be perfectly honest. I think we'll start heading down this way. This guy can just straight retreat. Yeah, we're just going to run. And our bat can also retreat. Our diviner, you know what? We'll start heading this way, because we need to get down there to help with what's going on with the Lich, I think. So I get the feeling we've got this guy locked down. I feel like we can kill him fairly quickly here if we play our cards right. We will move these two healers in just as additional support, though, just to make darn sure we get that done. And then I think we'll advance with our Siren and get the kill right here. Oh, you know what? I should have got the kill with this guy. Could have leveled him up. Oh, well. It really doesn't matter. All right. We're going to go down here and light beam away. Excellent kill. And then we'll go down here and we'll throw our net. Oh, no such luck. Okay, and then we're going to just group up around our healer. Yeah, this is wonderful. We've got some reinforcements coming in to help. I mean, really, we are in, I would say, pretty fantastic shape. And thank goodness we beat this rush, because this is going to be, like I said, very hard to deal with, just given the sheer volume of units. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Chocobones, Shadow, Night Gaunt, a Spectre, a Wraith, Oh, schwack load of dread bats, blood bats. Like, my goodness, yeah. That is pretty rough. Holy, I'm so glad we did this fast, that we rushed it. That was definitely the smart move, I think. Nice, and he came out to play. Well, that's going to make this a lot easier for us. Oh, this poor guy's going to die. Oh, he survived. Okay, so the Death Knight did summon a few more units, which is annoying. Well, these bats are going to slaughter my fighter here. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, there he goes. Oh. Shadow's attacking Inky. Doing pretty good damage to him, too. Oh boy, he's going to get backstabbed here in a second if they get on either side of him. They have to be 180 degrees, right? Like... Oh, poor Inky. Boy, those dread bats are nasty. And this is during the daytime. Imagine when it turns to night here. It's going to be awful. And they're so mobile, right? That includes the chocobones. Like, look at how fast they're moving. It's crazy. I'd say we've got maybe 2 more turns or else we're going to get overwhelmed. Well, I shouldn't say we're going to get overwhelmed, but it just gets harder for us. Okay, now ideally we want our magic users blasting this Death Knight to kill him. That's going to probably be the best move. Let's see, who's furthest away? Probably Refa Mesa. We want to kill this bat just so we can actually get in there. You know, let's just go around behind him like this. We're going to light beam the heck out of him. Come on. There you go. Another one. Another one. Yeah. Okay, really good. And we might be able to just kill him here. We'd have to hit him twice. Let's try and hit him once. Come on, once. There you go. All right, now go for the finish. Heck yeah. Okay. 2 out of the 3 are dead. So now we just have to focus on the Lich. That being said, we should try to at least kind of consolidate and, you know, protect our units up here. We don't want to just throw anybody away. So let's go for this guy here with our flaming sword attack. Nice, good kill. All right, and then we'll send Refa Mesa over here just to reinforce Inky. Go for that Night Gaunt. Wonderful kill. All right, and then we want to kill this bat, which is harassing us pretty aggressively. Wonderful. All right, now, Triton. Let's just go in and get rid of this guy if we can. Excellent. And then this Triton, I think we're going to just head down this way. Now, Inky, I'm going to back up a little bit and just keep with our healers. Kashan is on a village, so he's getting healing, but I feel like it's probably wise to actually pull him back. Okay, again, because we don't have to fight any of these purple units. They don't have a leader, at least as far as I can see. Hopefully I'm not getting that wrong. But we're going to focus on the Lich. He stepped out, which is going to hopefully make this easier. Oh, yeah, and look at that. We can get in behind him. Okay, so let's just go for broke on the Lich, knowing that we might lose units as we attack him. Oh, you know what? I should have tried to slow him first. That would have minimized damage coming to us, but that's fine. All right, we're going to step over here, and we're going to go for a slow. Nice! Yeah, I should have done that first, but that's fine. Okay, we're going to go here with the Siren, and we're going to light him up and hopefully get the kill. Come on, one more. Yeah! This is impossible. We have retaken our home. There you go. And we owed the bank 68 gold, but hey, that's fine. Because this was the last scenario, so we did not have to worry about our economy. So we had minus 68 gold retained. Oh, but you know what? It says you'll start with either minus 68 gold or the defined minimum, whichever is higher. So, you know, if this was going forward, it's not like we would lose gold. We would just have the minimum, probably. But look at that. We did it. We did it, and we did it in 11 turns. That's actually, I think, pretty incredible. And we basically did not have to deal with these reinforcements. You could imagine, though, how much more difficult this would have been if we hadn't been in this good position and suddenly we were getting attacked by this barrage of enemy units. Really having the huge amount of gold to work with and all of our really, really powerful units to bring back, because all of these level 3 units that we had made short work of the initial Necromancer and then of the Death Knight. And then because of all of our gold, we just had a huge volume of units down here that we were able to overwhelm the Lich with. So, I mean, overall, I'm so happy with how this went. It felt nice to kind of just have like overwhelming power because we did, in my opinion, pretty well in this campaign. So yeah, overall, I really enjoyed Deadwater. This was quite a fun campaign, and getting to play as the merfolk. Again, you don't really generally get to spend a lot of time with them, so it was really fun to play as them, especially because the terrain considerations are so different. You're focused on the water, on the swamps. Yeah, like I said, just an absolute blast. I really, really enjoyed this one. We'll save this just for good measure, not that it really matters at this point, because this was the last one. I don't know if there's like an epilogue or whatever here, so we'll just check that. But I'm going to hit save, and then let's see if we hit end scenario. I'm assuming we'll get kind of the final bit of story, perhaps. After destroying Mal Ravenel's henchmen, Kai Krellis awaited another attack, but it never came. Krellis sent some messengers south to discover what they could. The news that came back was better than good. Mal Ravenel was dead. Soldiers of Wesnoth had defeated him at about the same time the merfolk had defeated the undead at Jotha. With the evil wizard gone, the merfolk relaxed and began rebuilding in earnest, and soon Jotha was restored. Not everything was as before, of course. Many good merfolk had been lost in the first attacks and on the journey. The visiting priestesses did much to console the families of the dead, and, as it always does, life continued. In a few months, the giggles of children could be heard echoing through the shallows. Many of those children were named after Kai, Krellis, Guabo, Silana, and the other heroes. Taigea returned to her home, but continued to keep in touch with her grandson. Most of her priestesses went with her, but a few of them stayed in Jotha, enriching the culture of the city. Silana never traveled far again, but stayed in Jotha as a respected elder. She remained a royal advisor, but her main work was healing the sick and presiding at naming ceremonies and weddings. All this agreed with her disposition much better than battling the undead. Kashan returned to Bilheld, where the Drakes were still leaderless. He beat them all into submission, which is the Drake way, and ruled there with an iron fist. Krellis himself married within a few years and fathered strong sons and beautiful daughters. When the orcs who had learned to fear his father tested Jotha again, they learned to fear Kai Krellis even more. Inky lived with Krellis at court and frolicked in the kelp beds of Jotha until he became fat and lazy in his old age. I really appreciated the update on Inky at the end. That was actually, I think, my favorite part. So yeah, victory. We have emerged victorious. As I said, I have really enjoyed Deadwater. This has been one of my favorite campaigns so far. I can't say enough good things about it. And what I really appreciated was how it was sort of telling a parallel story that was occurring at the same time as Eastern Invasion. And of course, Eastern Invasion I had completed just before Deadwater. So it was cool because I sort of knew some of the events that were happening. I knew about Mal Ravenel, obviously. And that was such a difficult campaign. This one was challenging too in its own way, but I don't think was quite as just, all-encompassingly difficult as Eastern Invasion was. So I'm, like I said, very, very happy with this. It was a wonderful ride, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.